Look, obviously it's not ideal to be without Clemenos and Jimenez for such a big game, but we knew it was coming and we were able to prepare for that. Losing Jonsson to injury, that is a kick in the balls. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Grindavik on the Impossible Dream. It is Season 15, Episode 7. Today we have Midtjylland and Man City in the Champions League. Both at home and, well, we need 3 points against Midtjylland. And we've been kicked in the balls a little bit. We're missing Albert Jonsson through injury. We can see here, he is kind of ready. It was ankle ligament, so I don't really want to risk him too much. It is a must-win game for us though. And yeah, we've also our backup goalkeeper, the young Spanish kid, has got injured, so that's not ideal, but he's sort of third choice right now anyway, so that's okay. But we already knew Clemenos and Jimenez were missing with suspension after that severe heartbreak, or heartache, I should say. Still recovering from that one, honestly. 2 red cards, and we still managed to hang on for the win. But yeah, that is obviously a bit of a problem for us here. But anyway, not much else to catch you up on. The kids here went down to Midtjylland, so let's hope that is not a sign of things to come. Yeah, because we don't want to be losing to Midtjylland here. Quick refresher of how the Champions League table stands. And I mean, it's not going too bad. We are playing on the Wednesday, so some other teams have already played their second game. If we were to win today against Midtjylland, we would in all likelihood go top. Well, it depends what the score is, I suppose. Cadiz, in theory, could also join us at the top. But yeah, I mean, we could be looking down on everybody. But this is sort of then our 3 softer games. We've got Benfica away to come, which might be a chance of a point. But after that, it's Manchester City. I think we've got Cadiz as well. So yeah, it's going to be tough. But we're a tough team. We're a tough team. Let's go and see what we're doing here against Midtjylland. And we are expecting a 4-2-3-1 formation out of them. And the team that we are sending out is as follows. You can see Jonsson there, just not quite ready to go. 3 days from being fully fit. So it is Puol in goal. It's Rusniak, Zarev, Kone, Elkune, and Luna. I toyed with the idea, given that Rusniak was or is a natural right back, I toyed with the idea of playing him over there on the right and bringing Giacchini in on the left. And now I say that, it just makes more sense, I think, than Luna, who's never really done the job for us in Europe. I want the right foot there. No, if we can change it if we need to. Hopefully we won't need to. Pavas goes in the deep lying playmaker role. Now he's not a deep lying playmaker. We've come across this problem before. So let's stick him in there as a defensive midfielder, maybe on support. Valenzuela, who is actually now rated as a wonder kid. Which is nice. We'll use him as the deep line playmaker. Raul as the advanced playmaker. It's going to be Milosevic, Sima, and Bautenson going up top. And then everybody else is on the bench. Alright, so we can see the team sheets there. Christian Jonsson is their manager. Now, we have had him at Grindavik. I don't know if it was just a coach. I think he was a left back. I think maybe we signed him as a left back at some point. If anybody remembers, let me know. But I did check on him, and he's definitely been with us. But I remember him. I don't remember what he did with us. But anyway, he's our opposition manager today. Let's go with pick up where you left off last time. I mean, we left off with 9 men, so let's maybe not pick up there. Let's go with home form is important to us again. And yeah, fist pump, get out there, do your jobs and win a game. Alright, so here we go. We'll mention quickly again, Viewers Player of the Year. If you haven't nominated as of yet, make sure you do that. We will need to vote, well, depending how this episode goes, maybe next episode. Because this is, I mean, after today, we've only got 1 home game left in the Champions League. I forget who it's against, to be honest, but it gets more difficult after this game. We had a wonderful start getting the 6 points in those first 2 games when I was hoping for 4, to be honest, but yeah, to get the extra point, or 2 points, was brilliant. If we win here, 9 points puts us on the precipice, doesn't it, of getting into that league phase, out of the league phase, I should say. And that would be a very, very nice thing. But Midtjylland are a good side. When we get sort of individual player scouting reports, they have a lot of players that pop up on those reports as well. Now, I said that about Nice. We managed to beat them away from home. So let's hope that we can do the same thing here. But it is obviously a bit of a problem not having Clemenos at the back. It's a wonderful ball through there for Bautenson. It's off the line. Just couldn't get the power in his shot, could he? I wonder if it's one of those where he was sort of running off celebrating, thinking he'd done enough. So we have got an untested back four here, because Luna as well, when we saw him last year, yes, he was a year younger, he really did struggle defensively. So let's hope that that years of experience. Valenzuela! What a goal! Enzo Valenzuela! That is magnificent. It is 1-0, and it is. We've scored some good goals this year. I don't want to say it's goal of the season, but we'll certainly be seeing it in when goals of the season is being replayed, isn't it? That is straight through the goalkeeper. And to be honest, I don't know if you can blame the goalkeeper. The power on that shot was absolutely magnificent. Goalkeeper should have saved it, that being said, but wonderful strike. All right, we will have some of that. We go level with Barcelona at the top of the standings. Grindavik and Barcelona, of course, have long been known as similar standard of club. Here we go now. Pavas trying to put a bit of pressure on. And Raul, almost Raul. And Raul, El Papatir using his head there, looking very, very strong in the air. He does score a few goals with his head as well. I think he's still only rated a 3-star player. I mean, I almost go as far as to say he's our most important... Oh, that was so close. One of our most important players, if not our most important player. Here we go now with Sima. Sima goes back to Pavas. Pavas to Kone. It's there for Raul. Oh, what a ball for Baltinson, who can't beat the goalkeeper. And we will have a corner. Now, Zariev and Kone aren't the strongest in the air. That's where we are going to miss Plemenos as well. But it's sort of cleared away, and that ends that particular highlight. We're maybe not the biggest team, actually, today. But that's okay, because we've got a 1-0 lead at half-time. We have more or less dominated the game. We just need to now not get complacent and go on with things in the second half. It's good to see, actually, as well, both Zariev and Kone are having good games. Yeah, because they hadn't... Well, I don't think they've ever played... They may have played together once. But certainly, you know, they're not a regular central defensive duo for us, because one of them was supposed to partner Plemenos. As, ball in. Zariev was there. Pavas has a go! Not a mile away in the end. But there were probably better options available. I'm looking at Luna playing a 6-6 there. Oh, Pavas has given the ball away. That's why I don't like him playing back there, particularly as a deep-lying playmaker, but we get away with it. And, yeah, I mean, do we bring Jonsson on? It's still just the one goal. Raul with a nice header away to Baltinson, who gets there first. And can we send us on the break? Not quite. A desperate tackle. And Luna makes me nervous, but he does well in the end there. Valenzuela back to Kune. Not quite sure still how I'm going to say that name. Good ball for Baltinson, who's in. Baltinson's round the goalkeeper. The defence gets back, though. Oh, they're making this very, very difficult for us, aren't they? Now, at what point do we say, not Baltinson's day, we've got D'Ambrosio on the bench. Maybe we could stick him up there and see what he can do. Milosevic, edge of the area for Pavas. Kune for Zariev. Kune. It's still there, just pinging it around, working them around, looking for a gap. It doesn't come, and that ends the highlight. All right, Mr. Baltinson, we're going to say not your day. Let's get D'Ambrosio on up top and see what he can do for us. We've got a highlight. We are defending, but we've won it back. Raul, Pavas. Oh Jesus, I can't do this, Pavas. I'm gonna have to take you off. I just don't know if I want to risk bringing on Jonsson. There's the ball for Sima. D'Ambrosio is in the middle. Sima finds Valenzuela. Pull it back. There's so many Grindavik players there. Somebody put a foot through it. Look at Pavas at the edge of the area. Oh, it's off the crossbar. Unbelievable. Luna wins it back for us. Still, we put the pressure on Pavas. Just don't pass the ball. Okay, I've said it enough times, I think, now. We're just going to take him off, and we're going to bring on Moya. Okay, let's just bring on Jonsson. Hopefully, he's not going to injure himself. But anxious and lacking match fitness. Yeah, I'm sorry, mate. I just need you to do a job for me in there. I don't trust anybody else to do it for me. And I tell you what, we're not making life easy for ourselves this season, are we? We'll go back to balanced. We'll take our fullbacks off of attack. And yeah, we just need to try and see it out from here, don't we? Do we make a time waster? I don't really know who. Oh, we could bring Giacchini on for Rusniak, who's not having a great game, and Giacchini is of course club captain. So That would have been another argument as to why he would have started this game, actually, with no Plemenos, but we've got there. Oh, I mean, it was a wonderful goal. We've dominated the game, but yeah, that second goal never came, and that made life very, very nervous. But it's a win, and a win is a win. So we do go top of the Champions League. Very, very nicely done indeed. And Cadiz were beaten by Man City only 2-1, though. I'm really worried about that Cadiz game that we've got coming up. But we've got 9 points now. We need one more. And we'll be back in a minute to see if we can get that against Manchester City. Now, when we played them last time at home, it was a wonderful strike, wasn't it? When we played them last time at home, we did get a 1-1 draw. And if I remember correctly, we were very unlucky. We conceded very late on. But anyway, let's go and take him on again, see if we can beat them this time. Okay, welcome back. We are getting ready to host Manchester City. And bad news, D'Ambrosio out for a month, a little bit more. So we're very, very thin up front all of a sudden. And that is a big shame because, yeah, well, we signed him specifically for Europe, didn't we? Now, the other thing that has happened, I'm assuming is my fault. But anyway, Hernandez's loan is coming up at the end of less than a week away. Now, I tried to sign him. We have the 20 million option to buy him. He wanted 94 grand a week, and we couldn't quite offer. We could do 90, and then he sort of cut off negotiations. So I'm hoping we're going to get another chance to have a go at this, and I can sort of up the bonuses and all that kind of stuff to start with. Because if we lose him, then we won't be able to get him back in for this season, or anybody in for this season in Europe, which will mean we only really have Milosevic as a I guess senior player who could play out wide, and with no what's his face, D'Ambrosio for the next game or two. We only have, I mean, Sima could play up front. We could put somebody else out left, but that's going to mean Andrizovic. It would be a little bit thin if we can't get Hernandez to stay. And I could have sworn I had him staying to the end of the season, like, you know, the April, May next year. But for whatever reason, it hasn't happened. But anyway, we're hosting Manchester City. We are facing them. They are fifth in the Champions League phase. We are currently top. They're expecting a 4-2-3-1 formation. And this is the team we're sending out. Puwal in goal, Rusnak, Sarajev, Plemenos, and Luna. Jimenez, we know he's not the greatest defensively, so we're going to go with that more defensive or better defensive Luna option, who's not terrible getting forward either. So yeah, we'll just hope he does well. Jonsson's back fit with Raul and Valenzuela. Milosevic, Sima, and Bautenson goes up top. And yeah, like I say, the bench is just a little thin in attacking areas. We still have Hernandez for this game, but yeah, it's just a little bit troubling. All right, so we can see the team sheets here. I do not recognize, I mean, I recognize some names from real life, but no one that we've had previously. We have loaned a few players from Man City, but no one there that looks like they've gone on with anything. We're in a good run. Go out there and impress me. What do we say to it? We've got nothing to lose. Let's show what we're capable of. I think I like that. I mean, a point here is huge, isn't it? A point here would be magnificent. All right, and let's see if we can get it. Yeah, it is a little bit of a hiding to nothing in that they're going to be good, aren't they? So, yeah, we'll just see what we can do. In terms of what we do if we can't get Hernandez in, I mean, we just hope that Milosevic doesn't get injured, really. We don't play many games, obviously. You know, we're in our off-season now. The domestic football is finished for us. It's only friendlies that we play just to keep match sharpness up. And D'Ambrosio got injured in training. It wasn't in. I thought it was a friendly at first because I had scheduled a friendly and he was supposed to play in it, but it was a training injury that he got. So yeah, it's just a little bit awkward timing, but hopefully everybody else will stay fit now, and yeah, we can kind of go from there. But you take Hernandez out of that, and it does start to look a little thin in attacking areas. But let's have a look here. Robinson comes forward for City. Crossfield ball. Luna is there. Stay on your feet, mate. Comes back across in front of goal, and it is a corner. There's a part of me that thinks we shouldn't be attacking them, but it's what we always do, so we'll keep going with it. We are expecting them to be a gegenpressing side, so we're going to look to exploit the flanks like I do, try and make them, you know, work around and have to try and chase us. So, but we haven't really had the ball yet, have we? Milosevic has done well there. Raul gets it wide for Sima, down to Rusniak. That's nice. Can we pick out a pass now and get in Bautenson? Rusniak's gone a long way. Sima for Raul. Forward, Raul! His 13th in a wonderful goal-scoring season. And it is 1-0. Grindavik 1, Manchester City 0. And it was a really nice build-up play, wasn't it? Clearing it out from the back, we managed to hold possession under their pressure. Seamer's ball forward. Raul, I think maybe this guy was playing him on. And, well, we got away with it. And he has scored again. He's having a wonderful season, is Raul. Now, can we defend? We've been here before against Manchester City, and we've conceded very heartbreaking goals. Are we going to get to half-time with a lead? We've had almost half the possession. Luna did just enough there. We're a little bit out of shape at the back here, actually. Luna's playing centre-back. Plemenos is over here somewhere. Luna is still... Luna, you are the right-back, mate. You do realise that. Jonsson's trying to cover in for him. That is so unlucky. Elias knew nothing about that. And in essentially first half stoppage time, it's 1-1. Yeah, I mean, Jonsson did a really good job filling in at right back for Luna, who was running around a little bit like a headless chicken. And it's hit the post, or it's hit Puwal, and it's just fallen straight to Eliza, which is, as I say, that's just unlucky. So 1-1 at the break. We scored the better goal. That should give us something, shouldn't it? All right, so we will say, everyone dig in. Let's get out there and... I mean, at least take a point from here. If we can take a point, then, like I say, that's the 10. That's not job done, but it should put us into the next the knockout rounds of Europe. And all right, I mean, we have Hernandez still, so let's just hope that that is not a serious injury. Otherwise, I'm going to have to be on my knees. Oh, we have to change the way we're marking up here now. All right, yeah, I have to be on my knees just begging for Hernandez to stay. I'm hoping we'll get another go at the contract, because I think the most we could offer was 90 grand a week, and he wanted 94. But yeah, I mean, there wasn't much we could do. Now, I've noticed here, Rusniak's on a booking. We're going to learn from mistakes earlier. Oh, is that a penalty? How many penalties are we giving away in Europe this season? It's a 4th. And we need Puwal to be a hero here. I missed it completely what has happened there in terms of giving the penalty away. He can't make the save. And we are 2-1 down, having gone in front in the game. Seema is looking a little tired there. It's a nice penalty from Elias, so he has a double against us now. We'll give it an encourage. Hernandez, and that is just sort of blocked behind. And let's see if we can get ourselves back level here. Seema tries to close him down. They play through that press. And here they come again. Yeah, I wonder if now that we're behind, I wonder if what we shouldn't do is... oh, Giacchini, mate, you're supposed to be on there because you're solid defensively. Cross comes in. It is over the top. All right, there's 15 minutes to play. So what we're going to do is we're not going to put these guys on a marking assignment. They're going to stay forward. So we've essentially got 3 up top, which will occupy their 3 centre-backs. And then we'll see from there how they want to go about things. I wonder if we need to raise up that tempo a little bit as well. Yeah. There's a part of me that thinks let's stick someone up in sort of a number 10 role as well. The other part of me is, well, who's that going to be? We don't really... Oh, we had that Costa guy we've loaned we haven't really seen yet. There's a decent save from Puwal. Valenzuela's not having a great game. So, do we care about goal difference? Probably not, do we? So let's take Jonsson off. Let's... Costa's a decent finisher, isn't he? Yeah, so let's stick Costa up here. You can, Valenzuela can go as a deep-lying playmaker. Costa can go up here as a trequartista. Let's try that. We don't do that very often. And let's see if we can go and get ourselves an equalising goal. It does, of course, open us up at the back, and if we concede, we could end up 3 or 4 down, I suppose. But it's a risk worth taking, isn't it? Let's try demand more. That might just anger people. We've got a free kick to defend now, and that is just over the top. Zarayev's not had a great game back there, and it looks as though it is going to be disappointment. So 2-1. in the end. They just sort of ran over a second half, didn't they? I mean, you take that penalty out, and the XG is way less, obviously, but it's one of those, isn't it? They just looked as though they were kind of the better team. So not a disaster by any means. We still have our 9 points halfway through, and yeah, as I say, we just need one more from somewhere, but that somewhere could be difficult to find. So we come unstuck. The Milosevic injury is 4 weeks. Oh, so he's going to be missing a few games here. If you've enjoyed that, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, all that usual stuff. If we scroll down. So it's Benfica away, which is in about 3 weeks. And then we have Cadiz away. Yeah, I mean, if we can get a point there somewhere, that would be brilliant, wouldn't it? But we're looking very thin up front all of a sudden. Keep your fingers crossed we can convince Hernandez. I wonder if it's too soon. Can we have another crack at getting Hernandez to... We still have... No, so why aren't you... We've already... You have to accept it. It's a contractual obligation of yours. Anyway, that's that. We'll be back next time. 2 away games, Benfica, Cadiz. You know, you say the names out loud. It sounds like teams we should be able to at least draw, if not beat. But, yeah, things are just going a little bit wrong at the wrong time for us. Take care.